Okay, so Happy New Year 2022. Anyway, this time all the holiday seasons are very close to each other. Okay, so we have the Christmas lah, New Year lah, then in like 1 month time we have Chinese New Year. But then anyway, you all know lah, before Chinese New Year, like 1-2 weeks, people go and buy clothes lah. And I think that this year, buy clothes, buy food lah. I think this year Chinese New Year and all the other occasions will be a little bit better because I think we are in a recovery stage for COVID lah. I mean, at least this is what I feel, okay? Because at least the Omicron so far, I know that is won't die lah, you know. And I already took my 3rd booster. Yeah, okay. So anyway, many people right has been wondering about the cooling measures. Okay, so I'm going to share a little bit more in depth. So again, have you seen my intro and my outro? If you haven't, means you haven't seen my first episode, right? Okay, so I actually did up an intro and outro lah. Very nice or not? Nice or not? Leave a comment below. Let me know whether you like it or not. Okay, so basically, in this video, right, I'm going to share some of my views and I'm going to share like, maybe you can say the direction for 2022 lah. Okay, direction. But I will clear some of the, I'll give some clearer directions on like price and what will happen and what haven't happened and whatsoever lah, you know, so that you all understand. And also for 2022, my video shorter, more focused on a certain topic, okay, so that you all can absorb better. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so basically today for the cooling measures, right, I think there's mixed views lah. Like I say, you know, some people think that price will drop, that price won't drop. Okay, so I'm going to share a few things. Now, first thing, the rental is all-time high. Why? This is also due to COVID. Okay, this is due to COVID and this is due to the new launches in 2018, 2019. Do not forget that 2018, 2019 people, they have to sell their current resale houses and move to the rental houses or their in-law house or whose house whatsoever to wait for their new launch to be ready. Because to own a second property in Singapore, you have to pay ABSD. Before that, I think it was 12%, then now it was 17 or 20% lah. It's so much that I've forgotten how much is it. Okay, so now at a lot of people, they are renting, waiting for their new launch to be ready. Okay, new launch like Treasures lah, Park Esta lah. Okay, Treasures not so fast lah, but the one that is coming out, I think is Jadescape, Park Esta, Stirling Residence, and a lot. Especially what Verdell lah, View at Kimis, Daintree lah. Okay, so anyway, there is a big pile. I would say that this whole pile of new launch is easily maybe 8 to 10,000 or maybe 6,000. Anyway, the numbers is not small lah, because if you all know 2019, the amount of new launches that has happened is really a lot. Park Clementi's, all this also. So they are going to take keys. I'm very sure that Stirling and Jadescape and Park Esta, these three, most likely they are going to take keys in 2022, 2023. So this year already, 2022 already, you don't still live in 2021. 2022, there will be this new launch people that's going to take key. So I call this the new launch TOB effect, because these people take key, and also those BTOs that is being delayed and whatsoever, they will also take key. So actually many people will take key. Then maybe I feel the borders may open sooner or later. Then people may not really need to stay in Singapore anymore. They can just drive in and out again. I don't know how fast that will come, but eventually there will be this effect whereby the rental market will see lesser influx. Okay, lesser influx, lesser demand. Okay, then when the rental market gets affected, you have to understand that were people moving to the TOP project. Some people that buy this new launch, they don't buy it for own stay. Okay, or they have decoupled, meaning that they use a wife name, a husband's name, then they buy this, buy that. They may not want to keep their current property. Okay, so there will definitely be people selling. Definitely be people looking to rent out their new launch, looking to sell their new launch because it's an investment product. looking to sell their older properties, which is hold by the wife, then this one maybe hold by the husband. So there will be a TOP effect. Okay. Also, so this part is very crucial already, okay? And also, actually, if you really take note of the property news, there is already some negative and not so good news about en bloc. So I think there's this project somewhere, I don't want to mention names, in the city area. There's someone that actually paid deposit for the collective sale, and then later they forfeit the deposit and decided not to continue with the collective sale. So things like that has already happened. Okay. There's also projects that is still trying to get a bid, okay, which they didn't. Okay. So there's many things that is happening behind the scenes. So you really have to follow very closely. If you ask me, I will tell you that the newspaper is not enough lah. I will tell you the newspaper is not enough. I always say, for the stock market, if you wait for the newspaper to announce something, then you are most likely going to be the last person to take action in the stock market. Okay, because those people that already got insider news, they already did what they need to do before the newspaper announce and whatsoever. You are too late. Okay, so the next thing is, many people do not understand this TDSR thing. This TDSR is going to affect, okay, it has affect most of the people's loan. Maybe a lot of people, because of the 5% drop, I see an average of about 100,000 plus loan amount being dropped. Means before the cooling measure, you can borrow 1 million. Later, you can only borrow 900,000. Those borrow 900,000 may only borrow 810,000. It's something around this range. So this is a may not be a big thing for those people that have the money, but this effect, right, is actually to make HDB upgrader think twice. Okay, why do I say HDB upgrader think twice? You have to understand in the market, right, that is the people that's pushing the majority market now is actually HDB upgraders. A lot of people, they got their BTO flats, they sell their BTO flats away, they earn the profit, or EC, they earn the profit, then they move to private property, they upgrade, so they get a amount of profits with their loan, okay, using the 60% TDSR, they buy something that is very big. So now when the government decrease the TDSR, these people cannot buy big anymore. So you realize that those people that can buy 1.2 million now can buy 1.1 million. Those 1.1 million can buy 1 million. It's actually affecting people's capability to own a more expensive place. So I think you also hear this thing called a quantum effect. So those more expensive properties, when the quantum is bigger, it's actually harder and harder for them to sell. So I'm going to give a very good tips here, a tip of the day. Okay, those property quantum that's still not that high, average for Singaporeans, they will still do well. Okay, because they are not affected by the TDSR, or maybe can I say that actually this guy is supposed to buy something more expensive, and because of the decrease in TDSR, now he can only buy this kind of product. So there is actually more demand in this area. Okay, I wouldn't go too deep into this topic, okay, because this is my secret in my pocket. It's only told to my customer. Okay, so anyway, if you want to know more, you want to engage me, then we talk about it lah. But this is the part. Okay, so those property prices that is a little bit huge, they will see a lot of difficulty in 2022. And also, if you look at the newspaper article yesterday, end of 2021, I think the government is giving warning shots on the GST already. So again, I think that the inflation, when I talk about inflation, means I think cost of living as well as GST, all this is going to increase, meaning that things are going to get more expensive. Okay, this will definitely affect a little bit on people's cash in and out and all these things. So I will say that 2022 will be a tough year lah, to be frank. It will tough year as in, like, I think those people that benefits from the COVID, basically you guys benefit for 2020 and 2021, and at the same time during these 2-3 years the government is also helping those people that are suffering. So nothing much was being pushed in these 2 years. So actually you enjoy quite a lot of benefits lah in these 2 years. But in this 2022, I would say on a whole, everybody will have to prepare for an increase in cost of living. Okay, and this will also means that you can also say that, yes, Aaron, since you say that, right, property price will increase with inflation. I think that property price has already increased with inflation. Okay, so this is the difference. The difference is I think that the property price inflation has already taken effect. The next thing that is going to follow up is inflation in cost of living, in food, in taxes. Definitely, Singapore has to recruit back all the subsidies that they have given during the COVID period to help the different sectors of people and the different Singaporeans. It's time to build the reserve again. This is something that cannot run away. You know, to me it's a good thing lah, because the country got to be strong to protect his citizens ma. So now the country got to build back the reserve since that the difficult times is over. Okay, I won't say that it's over, but it's almost over lah. Okay, so if you still don't see the effect of cooling measure, it's normal, because this cooling measure, I will say that the immediate effects are, like I say, the immediate effects are at the bottom, are with the land price, the developers and the collective sale. The real effect will only happen in the new launch market, then push down to the resale market. Things will not happen overnight. And it's not correct for the government to come out with a cooling measure that is too big or it's like a big impact cooling measure. It's not correct. Why? Because like I told you, there is a TOP effect. And this TOP effect, right, will actually hit the market very hard. If today the government come out with a cooling measure that's so big, with the TOP effect coming out in 2022, 2023, the market may collapse. Then the government will have to open the floodgate again. Then it doesn't make sense. It's not a long-term effect. You know, to me, it's like when the government come out with a policy, right, the policy got to be effective on a balanced way. It cannot be something like bam, then you go down, then bam, then you come out, then bam, then it's not correct. It's going to make things very, very, very difficult for the citizens, correct? Or even for the country. So this is why I feel that the cooling measure is a very, very long-term effect. So those people and the last thing that I want to say is that, again, remember my first video of 2022. Okay, if you didn't go and watch, I already told you already. In good market, there's people that lose money. In bad market, there will also be people that earn money. So even with cooling measure in place, some people price may drop, some people price may up. So this is the kind of things that you have to understand. Like in stock, right? Maybe when the Federal Reserve stop printing money lah, then there's this value stock and growth stock. So some stock will come down, some stock will go up. So you all have to go and understand that it's not say good market everything also can buy. Bad market everything also cannot buy. It doesn't work this way. And also, to me, I will say that you have to understand the fundamentals of HDB. If today you want to take the best money out of your HDB flat, you better take it today. Because if you really think that HDB flat will keep increasing in prices and that's what the government wants, I tell you, you will be wrong. You know, because that's not what the government wants. Okay? The government can be helping the new citizens. New citizens as in like newlywed couples lah, not like new citizens, okay? The new buyers, first time buyers, by giving them BTO flats, giving them grant, okay? This will help them make a profit. But the government cannot keep increasing the HDB price because the bottom half of the population will get affected. So understand the fundamentals of HDB. To me, is that if you really today think that HDB is still a investment instrument, then you're wrong. Okay, in 2013, many people buy HDB flat, and until today they may just break even at the highest point. Why? Go and think about it, okay? So I think the move of the government is correct. It's only whether the citizens understand what is going on in the HDB market and the prime market. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Wow, this video very long, but anyway, the this kind of topic I cannot talk too short one. Okay, because I need to give substantial evidence and information to actually back what I say, correct or not? Okay, so hit the like button and go out to the intro.